My name is Mashudu.
Hi everyone, my name is Nonhlakanipho Mwelase.
My name is Nqubeko Mbatha.
I sing soprano.
I am one of the vocalists that work with Ayanda Ntanzi.
My name is Sibusiso Wagakhanyile.
Siyanda Mkhwanazi.
I represent Koko Records and I am producing Ayanda Ntanzi's new album, According to Grace.
First encounter with him was seeing him as just a worship leader. You know, I knew about him before ngimazi mhlambe as an artist ngangazi ukuthi there is this dynamic young man who is a worship leader, obviously through Nqubeko, because benontokozo bajwayela ukuyaka umfundisi umanyathi, and they will tell me about him.
A concept we called the United Tour. We invited him in one of the shows that we were doing in Durban Playhouse, and he sang that song Ngizolibonga, and it was so amazing. And I know that people will recognize, will remember this performance. It's actually on YouTube as well. It was amazing, you know. We were so excited about how people received him, you know, for the first time singing this young man and this hearing this voice on stage.
And later Umtia told me ukuthi he has decided to take him up as an artist at Koko Records. And at that time they wanted a song, so I had written a song a while ago, and Mbatha was interested in it, and that is how I first worked professionally as a songwriter first. And it was a beautiful, and it became a big song in his album. You know. We
started inviting him in some of other performances that we're doing to open up for us, just introducing him to the people to a point where we felt he was ready to record an album. Then we recorded his first album, Udumo, which was in studio. And then later we recorded his second album, which is Priestly Worship, yeah, with the popular song in the album called Nasempini. Yes. Yo, Ayanda is amazing. I tell you, man, he has really captured all of us, all the South Africans, all the Africans, the world.
We met through Bongi Masego for Masego Consulting.
I started working with Ayanda last year.
They booked us for each jam session, and we've been working with him since.
We started working together when he needed vocalists for jam sessions.
Ngisebenze no Ayanda kwi-album yakhe yokuqala. It was beautiful. Ngiyakhumbula we had so much fun on stage.
Working with Ayanda is so amazing because he is not just an artist that we work with. He is more of a friend. He gives us advice, and he has been very good to us ever since we started working with him.
So about this team is an A team, meaning we have different people, different voices, but we are so uniform.
He's so humble. He's actually a big fan of us, like a big fan of everyone who is in his team.
This team is so good, you know, we have different people with different talents and, you know, mixing different things and different styles. It is so amazing, I'm telling you.
Ayanda Emarihezalini, what you see on that stage is basically what happens.
People know Ayanda is full of energy.
So much fun.
It's bright and a bit playful.
He worships even Nasiri Hezalin. He goes crazy. He dances Nasiri Hezalin. So it's like, it's more of a preparation of that stage that we go to.
We work, and he knows his stuff. He knows his music. He always briefs us with what he wants us to sound like, what he wants to hear, even with the band as well.
Stage is like vibey, we dancer. When he worships, Ayanda, because I'm just a simple person.
According to Grace album, a title that Ayanda came with for this project.
When somebody gives you something without you having to pay for it.
We have seen the grace of God in action in our lives. The reason why we're here is because of His grace, you know. Our lives a testimony of how gracious Jesus has been in us, you know.
That is how I see grace, and this is what the grace of God is to us. I mean, we're living the life that we live as Christians, not because we have done anything, but it is through the grace of God, loving us so much, and this is what grace is.
I think this album will resonate with everybody who will hear it. Indeed, it's not by mind, not by power, not by the words that we have spoken, but it's by the Spirit of God, basically according to His grace.
Ayanda is a minister before he is an artist. You cannot go to a Shoga Ayanda or whether it's a recording or it's a show without coming out with something. According to grace, basically, when he explained to us what this project or what this name of the album was about, he was telling us that, you know, there are so many things that are going on, especially with the pandemic, but the fact that we are still here, it is only through grace. So according to grace, there is nobody who could have guaranteed their life in these days, but it is through the grace of God that we are here today. So I think that is the message that he wants to put across.